YouTube, what's going on? We got a little something for you today. So a while back I got this itch to do another tier list. So I went over that with my chat and we decided at the time to do a tier list based on Resident Evil box art. Unfortunately, the only template I managed to come across mainly consisted of Resident Evil box art in the PAL region. I was a bit disappointed, but we decided to work with it anyway. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this tier list and where you would rank certain box arts regardless of region or edition. If you enjoy this content, drop a like, share, sub, and ring the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, so what we have here is a tier list, and it is basically a lot of the PAL box art for certain Resident Evil games. I think to start off with the S tier box art, I'm gonna start with Re2 Remake. And the thing is, a lot of the box arts I see, it's they're kind of the same as the NTSC, and Remake 2, the colors in Remake 2 kind of do pop out a little bit. Not to mention the blue background, and this is a reason why I kind of like it. The bluish background blends with the color of the case. So that's one reason why I really like it. It's actually a reason why I actually like the RE5 remastered box art as well, because that also blends really well with the color of the PS4 case. And that's the only reason why I would really put RE2's box art in the S tier. I think to go with it, I'll put Outbreak File 2s there. I will go on record and say that, like, for a lot of these, well, not even a lot of these, some of these are going to get ranked really low because I'm not a fan of the white background for a lot of these, or again, not a lot of these, for some of these that have them. So Dead Aim, Revelations 3D, I'm not going to really rank very low. Outbreak, I'm not going to rank low. But Zero, Dead Aim, those in particular, especially Dead Aim, I'm not a fan of very, very light or white background in box art. I honestly do prefer this one, but again, we only have the PAL versions. I'll still go and forgive me because my mouse is double clipping. I will leave Outbreak File 2 there just because, like, looking at it, it is a bit of a foggy aesthetic to it. If that makes sense, I will give it points for that. Obviously, if we had the NTSC box art, I would probably put this File 2 in S tier, and then I'd probably put this one in, like, A. If this was on the list, well, God, that looks bad. This one, I would put there if it was here. If it was on the list, I would put this gold edition cover in S tier because I love this actually. So I think to kick off A tier, I'm gonna throw Nemesis up here. So I have this one, the GameCube box art. But I mean, it's still relatively the same, just with different font. So I mean that to me is still, it's still pretty good. I would throw both Revelations box arts in this. Just because of even though it's just an eye, the colors for both stick out enough. Because I mean, they pretty much take up the whole case. That one's a lot better than what we got. I'll take the eye over the hand for certain. And it's the same. And it's the same for Rev 2. I'll take the eye because it just looks much better. I would actually throw Operation Raccoon City's box art in A tier. The thing about this is I like I'm the type of person, I do like a simple approach to less is more approach to box art, but I also like it when box arts are very colorful and they pop out and they look kind of vibrant in some way, shape, or form. And you really can't ignore that Operation Raccoon City does have a pretty good box art. This is the special edition one. This one is my favorite. I love this one. Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, here it is right here. Yeah, this one's my favorite. You say whatever you want about the game, but this box art is great. This one I'd probably also throw an S if it was there. I would probably move this up to S if special edition box art was included. I would put File 1 in like A rank, but the background kills it. So what I'll do is for File 1 Outbreak, I will put that really high on B. I would put it higher on the list, but God, again, it's the background. The background just kills it. Also going in B tier, I'm gonna throw Gaiden in there. I'm definitely throwing Gaiden. As a matter of fact, I'll actually swap these two and put Gaidens over Outbreak. Just because looking at Gaidens, like what they have there for the PAL box art is definitely better than cartoon Leon posing. Also B, I'm gonna throw RE6 on there. Despite the stupid meme that constantly went around with the logo, the purple background, the spider webs, and all of that, like, I actually like the way 6's box art looks. The purple, I like the purple. Code Veronica goes there as well. This is probably where I'll place the original games box art. RE7 can still go here in B tier. But it's kind of like I said, Gold Edition box art for RE7 is way better. Moving on to C tier, I definitely am gonna slap 3 Remake somewhere on there. I might actually just throw 3 Remake right there. 3 Remake's box art, again, it's like 2 Make's box art, but just not as good to me. I guess I can just throw Resistance and Reverse there, even though they're digital games, they don't have box art. That's still their like cover art. I actually might even put Reverse over Resistance just because it's a little bit more vibrant and brighter a little bit. Reverse's box art does try to like pop a little bit more, so I can give it that over Resistance. Also going in C rank, I'm going to go with Resident Evil 2. I definitely prefer our version. As a matter of fact, like the amount of times I've seen this one popped up, I've never really liked this one. So Revelations 3D, I'm going to throw Revelations 3D up here towards like the front of the C tier. Yeah, I don't it like, man, why though? Like, this one is just so much better. There was no need for that. Are you trying to blind your customers? So yeah, it gets put over 3 Make and Resistance and all of them just because it is like, I like the Executioner, Magini, and Chris there, but the white background, again, gotta stop that. Village will also go there. I'll actually put Village over 5 and actually put Village over these 3. I will say I do like it when, I think it's either Wario64 or Cheap Ass Gamer tweets out whenever Village goes on sale, and it does the little Photoshop of half of Chris's face, and then the other half is Sonic the Werehog from Sonic Unleashed. I do like that. I don't know, man. Like, it doesn't grab me. To me, this was the best one. I liked this one the best. Not sure about the outline with Leon there, but I do like this GameCube box art the best of RE4. This one we got with PS2. Then this one, which did get they kept this one for the PS4 version. Now, unfortunately, because the GameCube one exists, this one doesn't do it for me like RE2 Remake does and RE5 HD does, where the bluish like color in the background like blends with the casing. Like, I like it with those games. RE4, it's kind of meh. And I think it might have something to do with the fact that everyone else in the background blends in with the blue. That's probably why I don't really like this one as much. At least with RE2 Remake, everything pops out a little bit, and when obviously the zombies are, it's basically their silhouettes. It's not like they're full models blurring or like blending in with the background. I will say this type of cover is something I would like more if it was a cover for a DVD for a movie and not a video game. I would appreciate it more if it was like that, because this is something I would expect out of like getting for a movie, not really a video game. So that's probably why I don't like it as much. So I would probably throw, honestly, a lot of these are going down near in the D tier, but this one gets the highest one because it's, honestly, I'll throw it in C. I'll throw that in C just for that, because like it's yeah, it doesn't grab me as a video game cover art. It would grab me more as a movie cover art. I could throw Umbrella Corps in C. I mean, it's okay. It could be better. But then again, that'd be like saying kind of the overall game as a whole could be better. But I'll throw that in there. Kind of feel sorry like for throwing like Resident Evil 2 like at the bottom of that. But like that RE2 box art has never gelled with me, unfortunately. Just the gun with the red background. This looks more like the cover of a book than anything. Like, this is, again, it's kind of like it's like that comparison I have for Resident Evil 4. Like with Resident Evil 4's PAL box art, I expect like something, that kind of design for like a movie. This I expect, like, this one looks more like a book, like just like a novel or something that I would pick up and read. So this one is, to me, is much better for Survivor. So unfortunately, that's where a lot of these, the rest of these pretty much go bottom tier, D tier, just kind of poor. Dead Aim, well, Dead Aim's gonna get the lowest one, so I'm not even gonna throw that one on here yet. I would start off with Survivor again. I mean, it's not, it doesn't grab me in terms of video game box art. That is something I would expect to see from like a novel sitting on the shelf. Umbrella and Darkside Chronicles, I'd have to say no to. Darkside Chronicles doesn't get the message across like the NTSC box art does, and Umbrella Chronicles just does too much with it. Survival 2 goes on. Survivor 2, not Survival 2. Survivor 2 goes on there for the same reason. The zombie face does not do it for me. Zero gets thrown on there. Remakes Baka. God damn you guys. So you have the GameCube one here. Here it is. This. Nah, man. I'm actually conflicted about that one. Now that I'm actually looking at it, I'm very conflicted about it. I kind of get it with the blood splatter and the mix of like kind of your reds, darkish reds even in the back. But I think what also kills it is the text. The text just in the center like that also like kind of ruins that. And it's a pretty basic look. I'll say that. A pretty basic look. I'll put it in D tier, but I actually might move it up over the Chronicles games. I don't think I can put it any higher than that, but I would probably put it right up there with Survivor, where Survivor is passable. Survivor's box art, PAL box art is passable for me, but again, it's like a book cover than a game box art, so I can't put it any higher than that in my opinion. RE0's box art is like just it's just plain as you can get. This is great. This is great. This is bruh. This is bruh. I don't know what like I'm like looking at it through a telescope or just I don't know like that. I don't know. I don't like that. Dead aim gets ranked at the lowest of the D tier because again, that's just you turned the saturation up super high for that box art, and that was just not needed.